I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The sky is the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season, there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
I couldn't put into words how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honors Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to even be mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor. The rest of that evening was a blur, but I held on to that trophy. I felt the weight of it in my hands, and I knew no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark this special moment.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55. And the San Francisco 49ers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so. But here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, try to lift that Lombardi Trophy.
Remember, this is a franchise that played in the first ever Super Bowl. Then they ended up winning Super Bowl IV, which was 50 years prior to winning Super Bowl 54. They didn't want to wait another 50 years, so they went ahead and made it back this year. What a great run for this Kansas City team.
Meanwhile, the 49ers, they're back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history, one of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, and they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
But, partner, to get it done, they've got to take history and put it in a headlock, because they want to be a team that loses one year but comes back and wins the Super Bowl the next, and it's only happened 3 times prior. The Cowboys, Super Bowls 5 and 6, the Dolphins in Super Bowls 6 and 7, and most recently, the Patriots in Super Bowls 52 and 53.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive, as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. option to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The 26-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs and Niners, of course, back at it following the memorable encounter in Super Bowl 54. It looked like the Niners were on their way to a title. They led 20-10 in the fourth quarter, but it was Patrick Mahomes who led the Chiefs back as they scored 3 unanswered touchdowns in that fourth quarter to claim the Lombardi Trophy by a 31-20 margin. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. So a nice pickup there. And, Charles, what a story this would be for this rookie running back. A high draft pick, and at the fear of... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Niners have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
The 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this will move again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. Now he'll try to run with this. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 31 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
They tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the team.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. seconds. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the receiving team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. 25-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Simmons. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Simmons. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of it, Stat shows that he was... Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throw left side complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? They'll run on first down. Simmons. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. A pair of touchdown passes for him, the lead on the scoreboard as we glance at those 2 TD passes.
Yeah, this is what my old coach used to call rockin' easy right now. Everything is going well. Throwing the touchdown passes, boom, and boom. The team's in the lead. Grins for everyone.
And looking... So a third down situation coming up as we drop you in the action. The ball in the red zone, 3rd and 2. It's Simmons. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores.
Situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Comes at 1. Garoppolo steps away. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
One thing that
throw for it on 4th. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
They got the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Niners 34, Chiefs 7.
On second down now, it's Simmons, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to pour it on. as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today,
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. On third down, Simmons. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had two opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on two opportunities. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on it.
A field goal does them no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they aren't going on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get to the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Days take ball and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain. Look inside my head through a telescope. Singing minimal.
They threw everything at you that year, and yet you handled it like a pro. But your journey was just getting started. Take us through your next milestone.
A lot of league history is about rivalries, between teams and players. And my career was no different.